Hi, this is Cecelia from Tarot by Cecelia, and today is Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. The tarot card for today is none other than the Fool, and this one comes to us by artist Sam Kahn for the Pride Tarot, which is available through U.S. Game Systems. If you've been with me for a while, you may remember that I showed images from this deck back in June for Pride Month. Now, this deck, I want to talk about the deck for a second. If you happen to own tarot cards or read, because I finally used it to actually do readings for my October 2020 sun signs that I do over on Patreon. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely loved it. And I'll be very honest with you, I don't say that about many decks. I don't usually have the opportunity to read with them, but I highly recommend this as a readable deck. Now, let's talk about the Fool. And first off, I'm going to say up front that normally when the Fool shows up during a Mercury retrograde, I throw out that caution to be careful because things like accidents can happen when Mercury is retrograde. And sometimes the Fool's wanton behavior can lead to, things that didn't need to happen, in other words. But in the case of today, and I just love this image, okay? It does not portray that, accident waiting to happen kind of thing, all right? We have a moon in Sagittarius today. And I think if you would say who is the adventurer of the zodiac, I would say Sagittarius, because Sagittarius, believes in that, that big expanse, everything that's out there. And when you look at this card, that's exactly what I see. What is the next big adventure? And I know it's a Tuesday, but there may be an adventure in store for you. And this card brings with it the promise of new beginnings and fresh starts. And what I have to say in regard to that, I know Mercury is retrograde and I know Mars is retrograde, and this is not the time to begin anything, but that does not mean that there are not beginnings. So many of you have made changes, and in the first half of October you were kind of in a back and forth kind of mode, maybe operating between two worlds. Maybe now you have finished up that, in between period, and you're looking toward what comes next. And when you look at this card, it appears to hold the promise of something a little ways out. And while I would not call this a card of focus, yesterday's card had laser focus, okay, with our Queen of Swords from the Light Seers Tarot. She most definitely has her eye on what is coming. And with this card today, I think it's showing you that it's out there, almost like the promise of this great adventure. And I do feel that there is like an interim adventure, the getting from here to there. In other words, if you're looking ahead and you're seeing point C and you're looking from A to C, and how are you going to get there? It is an adventure along the way. And while today's Fool under the Sagittarius moon is, showing you that bigger picture of what is out there, you will still need to fill in the details along the way. The Fool is a newbie. It's like that unjaded child who hasn't had the world experiences. So there's something very fresh that's coming and very different. And as you begin to embrace it and look forward to it, you are really going to enjoy this new adventure, at least for the most part. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.